So originally I wasn't gonna cover this topic because it's a serious topic. We've been covering a lot of dark topics, but I can't. I need to go off on this. I watched a few videos, and you know, I'm pretty sure you all know now about the United Healthcare CEO sadly being taken out by this absolute psycho. And I've had enough of this shit, man. The, the so-called inclusive left, right? Like, okay, I'll be honest. I do not like corporate America. I don't like corporate Canada. I don't like our healthcare system. Our, Canada's healthcare system is starting to fall apart. That's another topic for another time. But these people are fucking lunatics. There's no way around it. Before we get into it, though, if you like the content, subscribe. I do MMA videos daily, usually throwing a cultural topic too. But these people are fucking insane. There's no way around it. These people are fucking lunatics. I don't care if this video gets listed, taken down, whatever. Let's read this article. Suspect in the killing of United Healthcare CEO struggles shouts while entering the courtroom. The man accused of killing the United Healthcare CEO struggles with deputies and shouted while being led into court Tuesday as new details emerged about his possible motivation behind the ambush. We know his motivation. He's been fucking corrupted by this bullshit media that has taken over, prominently on one side, that has called for the death of Trump, that has called for the death of any Trump supporters, anybody moderately right, they want dead. Like, could you fucking imagine somebody on the right doing this shit? Anyways, I haven't even read the article. Let's read this. And then, when we get to the video with Taylor Lorenz, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind on this woman because she's a fucking moron. There's no way around it. Anyways, I'm already getting pissed off and we haven't even started. The man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO struggled with deputies and shouted while being led into court Tuesday as new details emerged about his possible motivation behind the ambush. In his first public words since a 5-day search ended with his arrest at McDonald's in Pennsylvania, Luigi Nicholas Mangione, I don't care to learn his last name. I don't give a fuck. Emerged from a police car shouting about an insult to the intelligence of the American vehicle. While deputies pushed him aside inside a courthouse, the 26-year-old Ivy League graduate from a prominent Maryland real estate family is fighting attempts to extradite him to New York so that he can face a murder charge in the Manhattan killing of Brian Thompson, who led the United States' largest medical insurance company. A law enforcement bulletin obtained by the Associated Press said at the time of his arrest, Mangione was carrying a handwritten document expressing anger with what he called parasitic health insurance companies and disdain for corporate greed and power. Yeah, everybody agrees with you. But you're gonna say you don't want Trump, you don't want RFK. This is what Trump and RFK are going after, you dumb fucks. We're already getting into it. It blows my mind that the left has taken over every fucking kind of media they possibly could. And, you know, death to Trump, death to Trump supporters, death to RFK. You want to get into the nitty gritty and shit? I'm gonna bring up the names. What about Edward Snowden? What about Julian Assange? These people who hate corporate America, who hate their government, so-called leftists. Why are you bitching about them being criminally charged for shit they shouldn't, right? He wrote that the U.S. has the most expensive healthcare system in the world and that profits of major corporations continue to rise while our life expectancy does not, according to the bulletin. I agree with that. In social media posts, Mangione called Unabomber Ted Kaczynski, who carried out a series of bombings while railing against modern society and technology, a political revolutionary. By the way, I'm reacting to this article as you are, so you should know I'm getting pissed off. Mangione remained jailed in Pennsylvania, where he was initially charged with possession of an unlicensed firearm, forgery, and providing false identification to police. Manhattan prosecutors were beginning to take steps to bring Mangione to New York, but at a brief hearing Tuesday, defense lawyer Thomas Dickey said his client will not waive extradition and instead wants a hearing on the issue. Mangione was denied bail after prosecutors said he was too dangerous to be released. No shit. You've gone after a CEO in Big Pharma. It's not just Big Pharma that's gonna be after you. It's gonna be multiple organizations, multiple big figures you've never heard about are gunning for your ass, right? He mostly stared straight ahead at the hearing, occasionally looking at papers, rocking in his chair, or looking back at the gallery. At one point, he began to speak to respond to the court discussion, but was quieted by his lawyer. Again, this fucking kid is to say, he's a trust fund kid, right? And we're gonna get into his family in a second here. Okay, his family are fucking idiots too. I'm sorry. You can't rush to judgment in this case, Dickey said afterward. How can you not rush to judgment when there's video footage of this guy taking out the CEO? It's a done and shut case. The only question is where he's gonna be held. He's going to prison for life, right? You fuck with money, you're done. You fuck with big corporate America, you're done. You saw that with Diddy, you're gonna see that with Drake. And again, this is a random fucking nobody who, again, is a trust fund kid, hasn't fucking worked for anything in his life. I'm not saying, I'm no better. I'll acknowledge I grew up with privilege, I have good parents. But fuck you, this is unbelievable. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said Tuesday night on social media platform X that she will sign a request for a governor's warrant to issue to ensure the suspect in the murder of Brian Thompson is held accountable in New York. You mean the same way Epstein was held accountable Same way Diddy will probably be held accountable. Drake, if this, when this UNG lawsuit backfires on him. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said Tuesday night on the social media platform X that she will shine. I just said that. I'm way too heated, dude. I'm way too heated. Mangione was arrested in Altoona, Pennsylvania, about 230 miles west of New York City. A McDonald's customer recognized him and notified an employee, authorities said. Images of Mangione released Tuesday by Pennsylvania State Police showed him pulling down the mask in the corner of the McDonald's while holding what appeared to be a hash brown. It appeared to be hash browns and wearing a winter jacket and beanie. In another photo from a holding cell, he stood unsmiling with rumpled hair. New York police officials have said Mangione was carrying a gun like the one used to kill Thompson and the same fake ID the shooter had used to check into a New York hospital, along with a passport and other fraudulent IDs. A law enforcement official who wasn't authorized to discuss the investigation publicly and spoke with the Associated Press on conditions of anonymity. I don't care. So the three-page handwritten document found with Mangione included a line in which he claimed to have acted alone. To the feds, I'll keep this short, because I do respect what you do for our country. Okay, so you're against healthcare, but you like the feds. Now that's an odd one right there. I mean, again, people on that side tend to have, double standards. Not saying people on the other side don't, but yeah. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. The document said, according to the official. It also said, I do apologize for any strife or traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. Dude. Thompson, 50, was killed last Wednesday as he walked alone to a Manhattan hotel for an investor conference. From surveillance videos, New York investigators determined the shooter quickly fled the city, likely by bus. Mangione was born into a life of country clubs and privilege. Now we're getting into it. His grandfather was a self-made real estate developer in philanthropist. This is why I say he never worked for a fucking thing in his life. Yeah. Valedictorian, I guess it worked for that. Okay, he was valedictorian. At his elite Baltimore prep school, he went on to earn undergraduate and graduate degrees in computer science in 2020 from the University of Pennsylvania, a spokesperson said. Our family is shocked and devastated by Luigi's arrest, Mangione family said in a statement posted on social media late Monday by his cousin, Mary Wendell Nino Mangione. We offer our prayers to the family of Brian Thompson, and we ask people to pray for all involved. From January to June 2022, Luigi lived at Surf Break, a co-living space at the edge of touristy Waikiki in Honolulu. Like other residents of the Shea Penthouse catering to remote workers, Mangione underwent a background check, said Josiah Ryan, a spokesperson for owner and founder R.J. Martin. Luigi was just widely considered to be a great guy. There were no complaints, Ryan said. There was no sign that might lead to these alleged crimes they're saying he committed. At surf break, Martin learned Mangione had severe back pain from childhood that interfered with many aspects in his life, from surfing to romance, Ryan said. Mangione left surf break to get surgery on the mainland. Ryan said then later returned to Honolulu and rented an apartment. Martin stopped hearing from Mangione 6 months ago. Okay, so I'm gonna talk a bit about this case, and then we're gonna move on to this woman, this fucking idiot. Again, like I said, I feel like we all hate corporatization. I think we can all agree, unless you're a part of it, you don't like it. When it comes to healthcare, it is fucked up that this system prevents people from getting the treatment they need for a bottom dollar, right? It's stupid. This is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. You want to deal with them? Build a better system. Take them to court. Arrest them. Go through the system, right? But, no. I blame media 100%. And the media makes their money from, these pharmaceutical companies. I'm willing to bet like I said, these guys are on the other side of the aisle. But yeah, we're gonna move on here to this dumb shit. Oh my god, dude. Okay, like I said, I'm about to lose my fucking mind watching this again. Like, this woman has no concept for human life, no concept for, being a normal person, and it seems like she doesn't have her own family, so, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. Y'all fucking I'm keeping it this way. I don't need to look at her face fucking full screen.
She's...
Let me make sure I have my volume on for you guys. I do.
Been a friend of TMZ Live for a long, long time, and she is back with us. Taylor, welcome back to TMZ Live.
Thanks for having me.
So talk to us about what's behind this. On its face, it looks like you're saying there should be open season on some of these CEOs.
Absolutely not. So let me just be super clear. No, we should not murder CEOs. No, we should not go around shooting people in the street. But I think what's really missing in all of these conversations is context. When you see the entire internet left...
The context is that the fucking media has riled up all these fucking brain dead people who lack the ability to critical think. I almost said the R word, I just say that even though I am one myself. But, again, we're not, she just started talking and I lost my shit. Alright.
Left and right united around one thing, and that is celebrating, I hate to say it too, the death of a healthcare CEO. You have to...
I doubt anybody on the right is celebrating this. I really doubt that. I mean, I don't even think people who are actual leftists, and you know what? The term, the typical leftist we all know, you're not fucking leftist. You're fucking authoritarian. You guys Again, and two, you know, I guarantee you she was fucking anti-Trump. She voted for Kamala Harris. I guarantee it. RFK is the one that is gonna go into these places, take on Big Pharma, take on corporate America. Well, I mean, that's what he says. I'll have to see it. But I definitely think he'll make a better effort than any of these other fucking Democratic politicians. You vote in, again, what is it now? Like 16 of the last 20 years? No. It's 12 of the last 20 years were ran by Democrats. You know. Oh, fuck, let's continue.
To ask why. And I don't think that has been discussed at all. There's no discussions of the systemic cruelty in our healthcare system or the fact that thousands of Americans die because CEOs like this one and others deny essential life-saving care to Americans. And I think that's where this anger is coming from. And of course, people are going to get a little carried away and celebrate, but they're celebrating because it feels like a victory. It feels like somebody stood up to this
because they're fucking lunatics swallowed up by the media.
Barbaric, evil, cruel, violent system for once. And of course, he matched it with violence, which, you know, again, we are not condoning murder here, okay? That is not the solution to this. But
you are. You're trying to justify it. Fuck, you are an idiot.
I do think that a lot of people, you know, it's got people talking.
And I hear what you're saying about getting people talking, but I want to go back, Taylor, to that. And I know you later in the day you said, look, what I want here is a campaign of peaceful letter writing to these CEOs. But the statement, and I just want to put it up there one more time and see how you feel about it, because this is the one that did sound like you were calling for violence. You said, and people wonder why we want these executives dead.
Yeah.
Like right there. And again, I know it's an interview. She's gonna backtrack on everything, and then she'll go right back on the X, right back on the fucking what's that new one they made? The new no. Blue Box. Fuck, what is it? MMA Joey was talking about it when he talked about the Conor McGregor case, which I'm gonna burn a bridge here. MMA Joey has been one of the dumbest fucking MMA YouTubers out there. Like, again, yeah, is right to his own opinions, but I really agree with him when it comes to anything. Whether you suck in politics or MMA, again, I'm not saying I'm any better than MMA Joey. I just can't stand him. Maybe you do, but to each their own, right?
Yes, people do. I am speaking to the sentiment. People do want.
I don't know why I threw MMA Joey on the bus. I'm glad I did. Fuck it. Clip it. Send it out there.
These executives dead. If you have
But you
watched,
said we want them dead, and I guess that's.
I mean, look, I'm gonna say I'm with the people in the sense that if you have watched a loved one die because insurance has denied them life-saving essential health care, it is natural to wish that the people who run those systems would suffer the same fate as your loved one. And millions of people across America have had this experience. So, yeah.
It's one thing to think it, it's the other one to act upon it. Again, there are so many people so many celebrities I don't like, so many athletes I don't like, politicians, any kind of person, any kind of job occupation. There's people I don't like, there's people you don't like, there's people she doesn't like. But again, dude, these fucking people unbelievable, man. Like, can you imagine if this is a Trump supporter that did this? You wouldn't hear the fucking end of it. You wouldn't hear the end of it, right?
Yes. Am I, when I say, do I wish someone dead, is that advocating for them to be killed? No, of course not. But am I going to shed tears or have a lot of empathy for somebody that has facilitated the deaths of thousands of innocent Americans through intentionally denying them coverage? I am not going.
You don't have to shed tears, but you have to be a decent human being. Like, this guy had a family. This guy has kids. They're not gonna have their dad come on and have supper with them, play ball with them, go to their sporting events and extra curricular shit. Fucking unbelievable.
Going to, weep over it. I do think that loss of life is a tragedy. I'm very against death generally, as a principle.
But you are literally fucking justifying it. God, I'm fucking losing my mind. It is like, when you listen to these people, it is like they have a fucking parasite lodged in their brain, where it's like, anytime they say something that is common sense, it's like, oh shit, yeah, we gotta say some dumb shit now. We can't sound like we're a logical human being. Fucking Christ. Unbelievable, dude.
But I think, again, why do we mourn certain deaths and condone other deaths of innocent, vulnerable people?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I agree. We absolutely should. And again, too, like, I have a disability. I understand the struggles with healthcare. I live in Canada. We do have free healthcare. It's really shitty, though. I would argue that America's healthcare system is better than ours. Like, you'll get free healthcare, but it's gonna be bottom of the barrel, dude. It is bottom of the barrel. Unless you have your own health coverage, you're fucked. There's no way of stating it any other way.
Different angle when you look at this. Do you think his death,
we should say his murder.
His murder.
Which is different from dying from an illness, which
Right.
is horrible and should not.
I would say United Healthcare has murdered people, just to be clear. I would say United Healthcare has murdered thousands of Americans by denying them coverage, life-saving coverage.
And by the way, I get your point.
Okay, I'll agree with you by denying healthcare results in their death. But murder is when another human being takes another human being's life. If it's unintentional, it's manslaughter. If it's premeditated, it's either second or third degree.
Point. I do get your point on that. Do you think that his murder, Brian Thompson's murder, is a good thing in terms of what it's done to bring all of this to the forefront?
I don't think, here's the reality. This is something that is clearly affecting millions of people's lives. It has made the media and politicians pay attention. I think it's a tragedy that a murder is what is forcing people in power to pay attention to this issue that is affecting everyone's lives. Again, one CEO shouldn't have to be murdered for them to care about the murder of tens of thousands of other innocent Americans, right? That should be national news as well. So yeah, I would love if it was not a murder. I would love if we just had a more just system and politicians and the media paid it.
I can't do it anymore, dude. I can't do it anymore. We are, oh wow, we're right at 30 minutes. I thought we were gonna have 40. Shit. But yeah, I'll link this video in this description. I'll link this and link the article as well. Fuck, dude. Well, like you wonder why people fucking woke up to this shit. Like, we have the Canadian election this year, 2025, right? I hope that's our fucking wake-up call. I've said it on this channel multiple times. Dude, you're gonna complain about corporate America, yet you're gonna vote in the same people that have been running corporate America and helping corporate America for decades. You want to get into the nitty gritty of it? Nearly a century. Some cases over a century. I'm fucking done, dude. Unbelievable, man. Man, I need a full fucking one Broadway after this.